Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lee struggles with an unanticipated request from Taylor and Ridge makes Steffy a promise. Moment on the Bold and the Beautiful. Lee debates with Taylor, Brooke spreads the word about her fellowship with Taylor, and Steffy makes a request of her father. At the Precipice house, Lee asks Taylor, "Your heart is failing?" Taylor says yes. Lee is so sorry. Taylor says she ignored her symptoms for a while and no way questioned her lack of energy. When she got casket pains and briefness of breath, she went to see a croaker. He said that I've heart failure. I'm dying. Lee asks what the cardiologist said. Taylor hasn't seen one. She wanted to come straight home. Lee offers to run some tests. She has some largely regarded associates she can connect her with too. Taylor thanks her, this is all so important. Time is running out. That's the reality. At Forrester, Steffy tells Ridge they've to move her mama to stay in Los Angeles. She's sure he can get through to her. Please, Dad. Just get her to stay. I know you can do it. Ridge jokes that he's super fascinating and veritably conclusive. Steffy laughs that her mama values his opinion. Ridge agrees to talk to her and try to move her to stay in city. Steffy doesn't want to be piecemeal from him or her mama presently. At the Forrester manse, Donna feels shamefaced that she introduced Luna as an intern. Brooke and Eric assure her that the youthful woman had them all wisecracked. Eric declares that Steffy is lucky to be alive. They're all relieved that Finn got to her in time. Ridge and Taylor had no idea how important trouble Steffy was really by. Brooke flashes to telling Taylor she'll make sure Hope doesn't follow her heart to Finn, and them deciding to work on being musketeers and bringing peace between their daughters. Donna asks, "Hello, Brooke. Are you there?" Brooke says she was allowing about her recent talk with Taylor. This time, they may truly come musketeers. Donna muses that foreigner effects have happened. Brooke did get close to Stephanie at the end. Eric asks what makes her suppose Taylor would want to do that now. Brooke says she's not there to win Ridge back, but to spend time with Steffy and her family. Donna notes that in the history, Taylor's return would be concerning for Brooke. Brooke says there's commodity different about Taylor. She's different too and knows her place in Ridge's heart. Brooke thinks she and Taylor have a lot in common, like her connections with their children and grandchildren. Eric thinks that will work to keep them musketeers. Donna asks if she thinks Taylor is moving back to LA. Brooke isn't sure. Eric hopes she stays, especially for Steffy's sake. Donna says after all she's been through, she could use her mama. Eric thinks having Taylor back would be good for all of them. At Forrester, Steffy tells Ridge that texting and calling just aren't the same. They laugh that her mama's memes are corny. She understands she has a vibrant life, but she needs her mama. A girl needs her ma. Ridge understands his son missing her mama, he misses his every day. He thinks Steffy's upset about nothing, since Taylor hasn't said anything to him about leaving. Steffy says she uplifts them all and she doesn't know what she'd do without her. We've formerly lost so important time with mama. I don't want to waste another moment. At the Precipice house, Taylor thanks Lee for the list of croakers. She's transferred her. She says she's been spending as important time as she can with her family. Lee asks about her briefness of breath. Taylor says it's getting harder to hide. Lee asks why she's caching it. Taylor says she's not telling her family about this. Lee gasps. They would want to be by her side. You have to tell your family about this. Taylor isn't telling anyone, and neither are you. No bone can know this is passing. Taylor tells Lee that having her loved bones around while she goes through this is important, but she doesn't want to scarify them. Lee argues she'll need support. Taylor reiterates that she doesn't want anyone to know about her condition. She warns Lee she can't say anything. Lee agrees, although she still thinks they need to know. Taylor won't burden them or drop a lemon on the people she cares about the most. Lee says it's her choice, but asks her to keep an open mind. She may start to see effects else as this progresses. Taylor exhales, progresses. Yeah. This hits her in swells. She cannot be spooked, however. She has to try and face death with as important strength and grace as she can muster. At Forrester, Brooke and Ridge make out in the main office. He grunts, that was quite the greeting. He tells her Steffy came by to talk about her mama. Brooke says she had an intriguing discussion with Taylor moment. She reached out and wanted to speak with me. Ridge, looking cautious, asks what she wanted to talk about. Brooke says they bandied Hope and Finn, and she comforted her. They want peace between the families. I asked her if we could be musketeers again. Ridge would love that. Perhaps also Taylor would stay in LA. His son needs her mama. He doesn't want her to lose her again. At the Precipice House, Taylor paces and looks emotional as she gapes at the framed prints of Steffy's family. She flashes to telling Lee her heart is failing and she's dying. Steffy walks by and Taylor tries to hide her gashes. Steffy notices and asks, what's going on? She reminds her mama that she can tell her anything. Taylor gets deathbed wedding to Ridge? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers confirm Taylor Hayes is dying and Ridge Forrester may give her a deathbed marriage. Despite Taylor saying she didn't come to intrude in Ridge's relationship, it might wind up that way anyway. Still, you might have noticed the same disquieting signs I did. If you're up to date on BNB, Taylor confessed to Ridge that she saw him and Brooke Logan getting cozy on a deck in Monaco. And also Taylor revealed she was there for an appointment, likely a cardiologist. What's coming? Bold and the Beautiful Taylor Hayes recast for Death Plot. Bold and the Beautiful revamping Taylor Hayes with Rebecca Budig had me suspicious from the launch. I suspected Brad Bell brought her back just to kill her off. And now it sure seems like that's the plan. When Taylor and Ridge started ignoring about their departed son, Phoebe Forrester, it was another red flag. Flashback, Phoebe failed in an auto accident back in 2008. And Taylor mentioned seeing Phoebe again eventually. That was an alternate red flag. Is she allowing about their late son and an implicit reunion because she's facing her mortality? It surely seems like it. Taylor's health enterprises are heart-related and she's considering where she wants to spend her final days. It's also problematic on Bold and the Beautiful that Ridge is transferring mixed signals since Taylor's return. Little traces, sitting too near, expressing how much he enjoys her company. Meanwhile, Brooke told her sisters she's not hovered by his partner. She told Donna Logan and Katie Logan that you can't give up on the power of love. Especially one rich with history and recollections. Also, BNB cut right back to Ridge and Taylor agitating their own history, recollections, and love. Further red flags. Bold and the Beautiful Ridge Forrester Taylor Hayes. Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes. BNB spoilers. Ridge Forrester shocked his ex-wife's dying. BNB spoilers suggest Taylor Hayes keeps the secret a little longer that she's terminally ill. But once it's out, Ridge will be shocked and ready to do anything to help. He just told Taylor he hopes she'd stick around. And she wiped down gashes in response. Because she knows she can't. Another red flag on Bold and the Beautiful about effects shifting is this. As Ridge spent time with Taylor, Brooke was saying she's secure knowing she's with the man she's meant to be with for life. And Bold and Beautiful kept cutting between her confident statements and Ridge and Taylor's relations. She told Katie and Donna she's history fussing about his ex-wife returning to steal him. Brooke claims she's got complete faith in their love. But that changes soon. A Skulk Peep print shows her espionage and unhappy outside the CEO office as her swain and his partner share a close moment. Plus, in their converse at the Forrester manse, Ridge's partner said he'd always be the love of her life on Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers allude that's another red flag at commodity further for them. Bold and the Beautiful deathbed marriage for Taylor and Ridge? Bold and the Beautiful seems to be intimating at a deathbed marriage with all these red flags. Taylor asked Ridge why he no way married Brooke. And he basically said they've been there, done that, and it's not necessary. Not only are deathbed marriages and near-death loves a common cleaner commonplace, but B&B's done it before, with this exact couple. Do you flash back when the OG Stephanie Forrester pulled an analogous trick back in 2005? Stephanie faked a heart attack to push Ridge back to Taylor. She asked that they marry before she failed. They wed, but she prevaricated about dying. In the end, Brooke exposed the scheme and the family blew up at Stephanie. Still, it could be intriguing if it's done well, if Bold and the Beautiful is recovering a deathbed marriage plot. And at least this time, it's a real medical condition. Once word spreads that Taylor's dying, I could see Steffy Forrester or Thomas Forrester pushing Ridge to reunite with their mama. I wouldn't anticipate Taylor Hayes to ask Ridge Forrester to marry her because she's ill. But her children might her to have a dream marriage to the love of her life before she passes. It seems like they're setting up a Brooke and Ridge resolve or drama. So, if Taylor is nearing the end, Ridge might want to make her last moments as happy as possible. He may indeed anticipate Brooke to understand and agree. The Forresters would presumably suppose Brooke was selfish if she didn't, but the Logans probably wouldn't agree. But I also anticipate Bold and the Beautiful might pull out a last nanosecond phenomenon cure. Like they did with Eric Forrester. BMB kept up his death plot for months. I no way believed it for a moment. While none of us want a tired old love triangle with Brooke, but a death triangle? That could be worth watching. Taylor Hayes' heart is failing her, but perhaps Ridge Forrester will let her back into his before she passes down. Will we get a CBS cleaner deathbed marriage for Tridge? Perhaps.